Say you don't know history without saying you don't know history. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a 12-year-old boy who was kicked out of his class in Colorado Springs, Colorado, because he had a Gadsden flag patch on his book bag. And if you have not seen this particular flag, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me give you a visual, okay? I'm sure you've seen it before on license plates all over the country. I'm sure you've seen it just in general flying on the flagpole. This is the Gadsden flag. Don't tread on me. Now, the administrators say that this flag has ties to slavery, which is completely ridiculous. This flag is not about slavery at all. It's about the American Revolution. It came about in 1775, right around the time as something else. Like, I don't know. You see that right there? You see this right here? The American flag, basically for the same purpose, for the 13 colonies and starting a new country. That's what it's for. It's just that simple. It was a flag against the kingdom of Great Britain. That's what it was for. Now, I'm sure if the young man had this flag right here, then it wouldn't be a problem. If he had that flag right there, the pride flag with the trans colors and the black and the brown, maybe even throw in some Ukraine colors, then it wouldn't be a problem. If the boy wanted to become a girl, then it wouldn't be a problem. But before I go down this road too much, let's go ahead and get into the video in question. If you want to see it in full without my commentary, link as always will be in the description. If you're on IG, visit a link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Oh, here, hold on. Thank you.
Do they know what the Gadsden flag is? That it's a historical flag?
So they're, the reason that...
So shout out to my man right here. First of all, I'm going to give a quick snapshot of the back of his book bag. This right here says J-Rod for, I think it says VP Revolt based. Then he has a St. Michael patch, a Doge patch. I think he has two St. Michael patches. Shout out to St. Michael. I think St. Michael was the one who got into a battle with Satan, maybe even defeated. I'm not quite sure. Y'all don't get me to lying, but I know that this is a good patch to have. And also the Doge coin, something that Elon Musk had pushed early on.
They do not want the flag. The reason we do not want the flag displayed is due to its origins with
The
slavery and slave trade. That is what was, that's the reasoning behind why we do not want it displayed.
The Gadsden flag.
The don't tread on me.
Okay. Which is the Gadsden flag. Okay.
She's not even trying to hear what the flag is. The mom is telling her, okay, it's the Gadsden flag. All she knows is don't tread on me. As I said from the beginning, tell me you don't know history without telling me you don't know history.
Okay, so he
You saw his face. He's kind of like smirking. Hold on, let me go back a little bit.
okay, so he
Hey, all he could do, because he was like, man, this lady knows nothing. And then look at her face. She's kind of scrunched up. Young man knows exactly what he's doing. Look, he got on the New Balances with the white tube socks. He's already in dad mode. He's far and beyond where this lady is right here.
he's what's going to happen if he doesn't take it off?
He is able to go. I was actually just telling him, like, I was upset that he was missing so much school. I'm like, so I asked if can he just take his stuff out of his bag and go back to class. Like, I just want him to go back to class. The bag can't go back. It's got the patch on it because we can't have that in and around other kids. So that's what I was trying to, and then he said you were close. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with slavery. That's like the Revolutionary War patch that was displayed when they were fighting the British. Like that's the revolution. Maybe you're thinking of like the
Confederate.
The Confederate flag.
Okay.
And the Confederate flag came about at the end of slavery. The Confederate flag came about in the 1860s during the Civil War. Okay, and slavery ended like right then. So it's so silly.
I am
Is there
just
history
here to
that you
enforce.
tell me?
No, I am here to enforce the policy that was provided by the district,
Okay.
and definitely, you have every right to not agree with it. I mean,
Because
yeah,
the
absolutely.
ACLU says that he's allowed to wear that. If you like go on their website, it's like says in big
So
letters.
all I'm saying is that
Unless there's like a ban on patches, period. Like if you said there's no patches allowed at the school, you cannot display what you think or anything like that, or what cheer or anything like that. I think it's like one-sided, you know, because you allow some patches but not other patches.
Kids have patches like other names and like the American flag and backpacks.
Yo, man, you know what he's talking about the American flag patches. Those are allowed, and it's not really a problem. Because really, and I see a flag right here in the room. There's the American flag right there. I see the stars and stripes right above the young man's head. So if we're going to allow the American flag, which of course we should, we live in America, it's our flag, then you should allow the Gadsden flag. You can't say that the Gadsden flag is about slavery. It's not. It's about repelling the kingdom of Great Britain during the American Revolution. It's about unity. And as a matter of fact, the rattlesnake was a symbol of the 13 colonies' unity. I think Benjamin Franklin designed the join or die wood carving right before the Gadsden flag came about. I think Ben Franklin did his 1754, and then the Gadsden flag came about in 1755. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments.
Yeah. That was like flown during the revolution with, I just don't understand that at all.
so what I can do is
And
have
if you go onto the
our-
ACLU's website, let's talk to
I
someone,
can,
because
I
I
can
don't want
have
a
you
lawsuit,
speak
I really
to,
don't.
I can have you speak to our Jeff Yoakum
Okay.
again.
Okay.
And then he can refer you to our person at the district.
Okay.
Because like I said, we're following district policy is what we're doing.
Okay.
So the last thing I want is him out of class.
Yeah, I know you
That's all,
too.
like,
He
the last
takes
thing I
his
want.
classes seriously. He
Yes.
studies. He wants to get straight A's. He did that. He made honor roll when he was here before.
Yeah.
He intends to do that again right now, but it's hard because he keeps missing class for this. So
I understand that.
yeah, and I mean we teach him to always stick up for your beliefs. And I mean you're going over the revolution for 7th grade. I mean the founding fathers stood up for what they believed in against unjust laws. This is unjust.
Okay, like I said, we are upholding a policy that was provided to us, which we have to uphold.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the video right there. And of course, I will link to this in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But we have a little bit of information here. There's a little bit more. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. Shout out to Connor Boyack, who posted this or reposted it. So the young man's name is Jaden, Colorado Springs. That's where the school is. And let's go down here. So they cited USEEOC, which admitted that the flag originated in the Revolutionary War in a non-racial context, but then said, however, whatever the historic origins and meaning of this symbol, it also has since been sometimes interpreted to convey racially tinged messages. Okay, so here's my thing. Okay, let me read this right quick, then I'm going to give my opinion. Tied to the Confederate flag and other white supremacy groups, including patriot groups. So because some so-called white supremacy groups, or I guess a patriot group is also a bad thing. I guess being a patriot is the equivalent of being a white supremacist, but whatever. Since the flag may be used in those contexts, then that means that the flag is somehow offensive. But these same patriot groups or white supremacy groups are also going to fly the American flag. So should we not fly the American flag because the Klan may use it, or because a so-called white supremacy group uses it? Just because a particular group uses a thing does not mean that the thing is tied to that group exclusively. It just makes no sense at all. Anyway, the director then argued that the flag is associated with hate groups, linking to this weak article that cites a graphic design scholar who claimed that some may now see the Gadsden flag as a symbol of intolerance and hate, or even racism. All right, so that's that right there. As you can hear from his mom, as you can hear his mom say in the video, Jayden wanted to stand up for his non-racist beliefs. So after he was kicked out of class, he asked his mom to take him to the news station to get the word out. he got the idea from a Total Twins book. They declined an interview. And to be clear, I think this man right here is the author of the Total Twins books, just so you understand what's going on and have full context. And he says, so what rule was he actually breaking? According to the director, this one, see the highlight, though it's unclear what alleged slavery connection have to do with drugs, tobacco, alcohol, or weapons. And then the highlighted rule says, any clothing, paraphernalia, grooming, jewelry, hair coloring, accessories, or body adornments that are or contain any advertisement, symbols, words, slogans, patches, or pictures that refer to drugs, tobacco, alcohol, or weapons. And you know what? Here's something else. Are sexual of nature. But again, can we go back to this? Is that not violating that? Because what are we talking about? We're talking about LGBTQ. These are sexual orientations, yes? So, I mean, does that not violate that? But I'm sure if the young man had on an LGBT patch, then it wouldn't be a problem at all. If he wanted to become transgender, it wouldn't be a problem at all. But because he has on the Gadsden flag and some people think that it's offensive, then all of a sudden it's a problem. You got to take it off. All right. So anyway, I digress. So that's that. As I close, I want to say this. Shout out to the young man for standing up for himself, and shout out to the mom for standing up for her boy. And the school district, I mean, Colorado Springs, not really surprised. I mean, go to Denver. Like, go to Colorado nowadays, it ain't nothing but East California. That's all that it is, okay? Denver is the epicenter of it, and they did it to themselves by bringing the drugs in. That was the first thing they did, was wrong. Okay, we're going to legalize weed, so all you're going to do is attract all the drug addicts that want to smoke weed, crack, meth, heroin, everything else. If you think I'm lying, ask people that live in Colorado, that have lived in Denver for a long time, ask them what their turning point was, where things spiral out of control. They'll most likely say when weed got legalized. Now they want to legalize shrooms. They probably just going to legalize all drugs. Then it's just going to be another Los Angeles, another San Francisco, the state of Colorado will become California. When you bring in the policies and the rules and the culture of a place, you will become that place. And it's no more evident than what's happening right there at a Colorado Springs school. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about the young man standing up for himself, wearing the Gadsden flag, don't tread on me patch? Was he right to do it? Was he wrong to do it? What if he was to wear a pride flag? Would he get the same type of attention? Would he be kicked out of class for doing a thing like that? Although technically it'd violate their policy. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This is a symbol of a woke school district of California policies going further out east. That's all that it is. As I said many times, if it was a trans flag, if you wanted to become transgender, if you wanted to wear a dress and all that kind of, girl stuff, no problem. You want to go in a girl's restroom, you identify as a girl at 12 years old, 13 years old, like Dwayne Wade's son, no problem. But, Gadsden flag, I think that some people who are racist, in my opinion, use the flag. Therefore, you're racist as well, which is the dumbest thing in the world. Because again, these so-called racial groups, white supremacist groups, also fly the American flag. So should we ban the American flag because of that? Now, if you ask some people, they'll say, yes, ban the American flag as well. But I say absolutely not. That's hogwash. Do not do that at all. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.